It's Anthony with the drive, and the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Outside Jackson. Right wing. Covington inside the line. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Wide open look. No good. And New York will come the other way.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Lopez with the bucket.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar at this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
And New York making a change here. Grant's checked in. To the right side. Tries to snap the cold streak. The Knicks pull it in. Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one. For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark, but it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
Stauskas kicks to Covington. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets the bucket. Covington's got 10.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Afflalo outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Lopez, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Stauskas' shot is off.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Galloway, the pass to Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Afflalo. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Calderon kicks to Grant. Dishes it to O'Quinn. To the left side wing. Fires for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. Good season for him last year. 8th in blocks. And of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
I tell you what, he was on serious lane patrol last season. Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up as a top 10 shot blocker.
Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And there's the pass to Stauskas. And here's Covington from the arc. It's rebounded by Seraphin. And here are the Knicks. They're on an 18-6 run. Calderon dishes to Grant. He kicks it to Williams. From downtown, count the bucket.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Over to the left wing. For 3, Stauskas. It's rebounded by New York.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got the score.
Williams, that's good.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Grant outside. That misses. Thanks for being with us as we get going here once again. A preview of the upcoming NBA season ahead. Philadelphia shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Stauskas is out there with Jackson, and it's Covington in at the three. Here's Williams. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And guys, more and more, we're seeing the league try to protect the health of the players. I mean, you see the evidence on the court. Over the last 5 years, the league has cut down the number of cameramen along the baselines in half, giving these great athletes a little more runway to land safely.
Shot's good for Seraphin.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Afflalo, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Stauskas' shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Williams, that's good.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely, I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
And the shot is good.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Pass to Seraphin. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the 76ers. Covington's got his 3rd rebound on the night. The tray. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now. Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim. Another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. For me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that player can make an impact on your roster.
When he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Over to the left wing. Taken away by Williams. Calderon against Jackson.
Hey, Jose.
On the wing of Afflalo. And the rejection by Noel. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 4-3, Covington. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now. But having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. So for the Knicks, Porzingis comes in for Kevin Seraphin, and it's Grant in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Porzingis, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Stauskas. Here's Jackson. The 76ers with another miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Carmelo Anthony. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Porzingis passes to Grant. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Here's Noel, and that misses everything.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
And he gets it to go.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
To stop the run. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for New York.
He's off on the first.
At the line for two.
He's off on the second. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
From deep three-point range, the shot misses. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your biggest fans. How do you get off your shots when you're in such a tight coverage situation? A defender right in your grill.
It's easy. If my man back off on me, shoot it. If I got 2, pass the ball, find somebody else.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that concludes this NBA preseason matchup. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
We've seen so many performances like that over the course of Carmelo Anthony's career that we've gotten spoiled. But we shouldn't fail to appreciate what he has been able to do tonight. He was spectacular. When he doesn't try to do too much, Carmelo Anthony is absolutely lethal. And he had it going tonight.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.